So, a college education. A reason to be proud and happy. Of course, today, college education is not seen as being important anymore because it's no longer education of things that are facts. But then, at the same sense, it's seen as being extremely important because you practically can't get a minimum wage job without some type of degree that you paid $250,000 for, because there's some type of rule or regulation that says you need to go to college and get a degree in anything in order to serve up burgers. College education. Now, some things you obviously need an education for. Some things you don't. Now, recently, they passed a law saying that you've got to go to school. You've got to pay for 4 years of college to become a lawyer. So, even if you pass the bar exam, no. Who cares if you have the knowledge and have the experience and you can actually be a lawyer and you score high and they know for a fact that you qualify and in the aptitude test you should be a lawyer. No, that doesn't count. You should pay money to some place for knowledge that you already have and take their word for it, because they don't have to tell you the truth. College education, man. Makes sense for a doctor. But even with doctors, they're only taught certain chemical substances. They don't know things about regular organic diets, and they're actually taught to laugh at these common sense principles. As far as you eat healthy food without chemicals in it, your body heals itself. Don't teach that. A college education. A college education. A college education is logic's worst enemy, and common sense worst enemy. I got a buddy of mine. He's got a brother and a sister. They don't like me. He's a great friend. His brother took some college courses out of Berkeley Law School and was trying to school me on law. Boy, he got so angry when he found out that I don't even have a high school diploma. But I know law. I've never even been to school, but I know law. Boy, was he angry. At the end, he walked off with a smirk on his face telling me I was wrong and he was right about something as far as a filibuster. Later on, I Googled it and saw that everything that Berkeley taught him was wrong. So the question here is, what do you want? Do you want an education and knowledge to better your future and have a good career? Or do you want to go to college and spend a lot of money on a degree that says, hey, they were taught what we believe, and now they believe what we believed, and we say they're smart, therefore we say you should trust them and that this degree means something because we're a big name. You see, it's no longer fact because it's true. It's fact because we're so big and so popular and so well known that we say so, therefore it is fact. That's what it's become now. It's this liberal mindset as far as we believe it is, therefore it is. What actually happens, what's actually true, is not. It does not count. We want it to be, therefore it is. And then you ignore the problem and say that is not happening, therefore it's not true. Just ignore it. Ignore the murders and more than what's easier? Okay, the murderers and killers are telling us that these guys are the bad guys. Agree with them. It's easier that way. Let them take control, let them run your lives, and just say that you're free. You have a free mind, therefore you're liberated. College education. One of the best ways to enslave yourselves and destroy humanity and destroy the freedoms that this country was based on. College education, man. So the thing is you look at it and you gotta weigh it out. Do you go out and get a college education and spend all that money and hope you actually get a job to ever pay that huge loan back that you know is not going to get you a better paying job? Or do you go out there and spend those 4 years actually developing something that will make you money in order to make it in the world? You see, you have the slavery mindset, then you have the successful mindset. But what's funny is today, they've changed it into making people think that to be successful, you do it by being a slave, by getting this knowledge of something that other people believe and call it education. We're surrounded by a bunch of idiots here in the United States. And it's all because they have a college education. That's why they can't make any right decisions, and we're in the problems that we're in now. And they're saying that it's everyone else's fault, and that this government's doing such a great job. Trust our government. Ignore all the murdering and all the killing and all the jobs that are lost and inflation, and that everything the government touches goes to crap, and every private sector that they touch and make a government goes to crap. Ignore all that. Just keep ignoring it. The reason that they fail is because they haven't done it enough. And the more they do it, the more destroyed the government gets and the world gets. Therefore, that means that they need to do it more to heal it. If you're going to get a college education, be careful and question them. Question everything that they tell you. Because remember, what their job is to create truth. And create what they want to be true. And I guarantee you that. If you don't believe me, open up your college books and find out those stats and those studies. And then look at the results. Go out and find out how many times they had to do those tests in order to get those results. Remember, a college or university does not publish the truth. No. They publish the truth that they want. They'll go through a test, or they'll do a study hundreds of times until finally the study says one thing out of pure odds. Finally, it will say what they want it to say. And now that's the one that they publish. And now that gets printed. Even though we all know that it was bullshit. That's your college education. That's what you pay for now. Is it really worth it? To sacrifice your whole life, sacrifice your future, sacrifice your chance of making money and being free just to make someone else happy? And that's the people who want to enslave you. Is it really worth it? Our government has become our worst enemy, people. You really want to hand your lives over to them right now? Not a good idea when they want you dead.